She waited for Linda to recover from the brief pain in her hip. Then Linda rolled her walker to the center of the Broadway stage and stood quietly as the applause crescendo. And Linda squinted her one eye shut, cocked her petite head to the side, and began waving her arms backwards and forwards like she always does in her dream ballet, and waited for the applause to stop. Linda was on a Broadway stage at last, just like she had always known in her mind's eye. She could hear her music in her inner self. She could feel the dance shoes around her neck like she wore in her own production. She was Laurie, her dream role. The man in the cowboy hat could have been Curly. The man in the wheelchair could have been Judd. In Oklahoma, Laurie has to face her dream turned to nightmare. Linda had to instill her dream. And somehow, everyone in the place knew this. Some unexplained truth was realized all at once, and the entire hall leaned forward and held their breath. Linda rocked her arms backwards and forwards to the inner musical vamp until she had to sing now, before it was too late. So she opened her mouth and sang. Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. And without missing a beat, the people on the stage continued. I will come as evening comes to woo a waiting sky. And as if rehearsed for weeks, the entire theater joined in. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows. Linda began to dance around her walker as if she never felt the pain in her form ever, dancing to an orchestra of voices. When the mist is low and stars are shining through, then out of my dreams I'll go. Linda looked out over the sea of her present colleagues as they began to stop their accompaniment into a dream. When you, as a ride out of music in her head came to an end, Linda raised her arm to the final chord in a room full of silence, and as if she felt the tap on her shoulder, Linda, lovely! She held for the applause to crescendo once more, then bowed from the waist, swaying her arms in gratitude.